Hey, welcome back to Upper Michigan Today, live at the Superior Dome here on the campus of Northern Michigan University. We are back with NMU football head coach Shane Richardson to talk about the remainder of the season. So Shane, you're pretty new to this program. You've been here since January. What were your expectations going in as head football coach, and how have you been able to meet those expectations or work towards them?
Yeah, I think what we want to do is come in and just try to establish our culture of how we want to do things and who we want to be as a team, how we want to represent ourselves as players on the field, students in the classroom, and individuals off the field too. We've tried to build a lot of trust and togetherness, and just to make sure that we have a chemistry and a togetherness of what's going on within the team in the locker room. I think we've done a lot of good work in that. Obviously, you go through preseason, you go through a lot of workouts, you go through a lot of meetings, and now you get into the season, and so there's a lot of opportunity that you can work towards being able to achieve those. And so we've had really good scenarios and situations, and there's a lot of adversity thrown in there, and all of it kind of just comes together, and you try to just continue to build on it.
Now, Coach, obviously, first year being a head coach can be difficult. Now, not the season you would have wanted, obviously, but what adjustments are you making now for offensively and defensively for, the players?
Yeah, I think, when you look at the scoreboard and the records and, you got to be careful to get too wrapped up in that. You got to be able to focus on the small battles that you need to try to win. What it is you're looking at trying to improve every week. You're trying to just look at what can the players do better on a consistent basis. What can you do to stay fundamentally sound? And I think every week you look at the film, you look at just kind of the personality of the group, and you want to try to keep the motivation high. You want to make sure that guys are working towards the right things, and I think our guys have done a really good job of that. Obviously we want to win, and yet, it's something that it doesn't come easy, and so you got to work for it. You got to be able to establish the right things in place, the right formula to be able to achieve that.
And then, my bad.
Sorry. Oh, no, you're all good. I'm just saying, going into the rest of the season, it's crunch time. All the work happens at practice. What have you really been drilling your boys on, and what can the fans expect from them when they're in the stands on game day?
Sure. Really, two things this week we've really tried to focus on is we want to play full speed to the whistle, which really comes down to players' effort and making sure that guys are running full speed until that whistle blows. And so, 4 to 6 seconds for every play. We want to see their hardest, best effort out there. And then the second thing is just playing with great enthusiasm. Just getting excited about the game of football, having fun with it, making sure that sidelines are engaged, and being able to get excited about good plays that their teammates make, and just making sure that our atmosphere is one of positive energy.
Coach, that's really great. You were talking about enthusiasm. So I played college football before, and I know, with seasons like these, sometimes you can lose a player real quick. So what do you do to keep, the motivation and the positivity up? What are you telling them? What drills, stuff like that?
Yeah. I think, what you got to do is be careful about the monotony of a daily routine, and you get in the grind of the mid-season, and you just got to be careful to be able to just not drive them into the ground too much. You got to keep things fun. You got to keep things active. You want to create some fun competitions. You want to make sure that you're real with them, and you just got to make sure that you're still having a fun time together as a team.
Sounds great, Coach.
And if you're interested in coming on down to the Superior Dome and checking out these Wildcats, take a look at your screen. We have a graphic of the remaining home games for the rest of the season. And I know for that October 14th game versus Michigan Tech, that one will air live on Fox UP. But Coach Shane, for the rest of the season, I guess any big teams that you're really keeping your eye out, any big competition?
Well, obviously, you mentioned one, right? That one obviously is a big one to us and to a lot of people. And it's going to be exciting. And, we try to take it 1 week at a time and make sure that we're focusing on who we are and how we play the game, and to make sure that we don't inflate too much of one opponent.
One more quick question for you. How much of a difference do you think it makes to see the stands packed with fans?
Absolutely. That adds to some of the energy that I'm talking about, and to be able to see fans up there cheering loud and being excited, it obviously does help us on the field and creates momentum, and I think our guys, they're able to feel that as well.
Definitely, and I know we have some of those guys behind us right now working on some drills. We're going to check those out. We have to take another commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to get a close-up look on the action.